this, our 13th Out and Equal Workplace Summit, will be the best summit we've ever had, with the most thought-provoking speakers, workshop presenters, Audi Award finalists, and all of you, both our new and returning members of the Out and Equal family, who have taken the time to gather here in Dallas to continue the quest for equality together.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out, and I do plan to be equal. Yes, I'm a woman, I'm a Latina, I'm a person with a disability, and yes, I am a lesbiterian. I'm a walking affirmative action checklist, ladies and gentlemen.
We are a part of the loud minority. We are a part of the loud minority, and as such, we are a part of those concerned with change.
So much to be able to hear what other people's processes were. Because the truth is, you know, I may be the only lesbian someone knows.
That's right.
You know, and so I get to carry the weight of all of that, you know. But if I am okay, and I get to say, yeah, I'm gay,
Yep.
but I'm also an actor. I trained longer to be an actor, believe me, than I ever did to, you know, to be gay.
The issue is one we just have an incredibly difficult time engaging in, especially in the world of men's professional team sports. We just don't know how to talk about it. It's uncomfortable. You know, part of doing what I did and the way I did it was hopefully to increase both the quality and the quantity of the dialogue and make it a more comfortable point of discussion, because I think we were talking last night, to me in sports it just doesn't make sense, because sports is all about, do you have game, you know? If you can do it on the court or on the field, doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter how you worship, it doesn't matter what ethnic or economic background you come from, you're there, okay? For some reason, we haven't been able to include this one aspect of the human existence in a way that we take for granted in so many other parts of our society today.
It is not in your job description, but I promise you, stepping outside of what people's expectations are of you in your role has the potential to change your life forever. I can certainly vouch to that in the course of the last year. I hope that when given the opportunity, that you will not assume that your job is just to fill the potholes, to fix the sidewalks, to make sure the garbage cans are picked up, but you will do something bold that will change the lives of people around you.
As an openly gay actor for almost 19 years, I can tell you this. My work as I know you feel, my work is more rewarding because I brought my entire self to that work and let everyone I work with in with me.
And you have to have a diverse environment. You have to have diversity in your leadership. You have to have diversity in the way you think about constructing the way your company or any enterprise works to attract and retain the very best talent. That's what this is about. From a business case perspective, it really is about making sure that the best can thrive. And
that the whole point of this conference is that we can be all who we are at work. We want to bring our whole selves to work. We want to bring everything we've got. So when we acquire a disability or we become injured, we want to know that our workplaces will be accessible. We don't want to be on the special shelf anymore.
Struggling to come out, and if someone knows you in another arena, in your workplace, whatever it is, and you have always been reliable and kind and thoughtful and loving and giving, it's just another aspect of
Absolutely.
your life. And I was sure that people were going to go, oh, you're gay? You know, and it so didn't happen like that.
So, LGBT friends, in summary, for us as individuals, it's all about fit and focus. And for us as leaders in our businesses, it's all about making sure we have the right spirit in our companies and make sure we have the commitment to lead the journey towards equality, step by step, but relentlessly. Step by step, but relentlessly.
The bottom line for me in terms of diversity was that somebody said, well, what's the philosophy you subscribe to in terms of this teaching? I said, well, one thing is, you've got to love your audience as a leader. If you don't love your audience, it's all about you. If you love the audience, it's all about them. Second, you've got to do your homework, which means you've got to be competent. People don't follow people that aren't competent. And last, but certainly not least, you've got to be yourself. And diversity and inclusion is all about being yourself and being allowed to be yourself.
Every day, every hour, He gives me power. I will sing and give thanks to Thee for all the dangers, toils, and snares that He has brought me out.
From a very early child, taught that what I was just what I was, and there was nothing wrong with it, and my parents embraced me. So I think, with acting, you have to let go of yourself, and you have to kind of embrace the character and the role that you're in. And so, even though during my transition, it was hard for me to do other roles because I was so self-conscious for a few years. But once I got past that, I was able to let it all go and kind of, that's how I have the courage to just delve into different roles.
And do you audition? Do you go out and read for roles now? Is that what's...
Yeah, I
what's
do.
that like?
It's interesting. I'm still known as a transgendered actress, even though, I love playing transgendered roles as long as they're inspirational roles or believable roles. I have a lot of discussions with producers and directors about how transgendered women should be portrayed or how I would portray myself in that situation.
Hopefully at some point, people won't have to come out. It will be just part of who they are from the very beginning.
Well, the thing is, but we don't know what I didn't know what the process was.
Right.
I swear to God, I feel silly saying I was looking for some way coming off the boat, the cruise ship, and I thought, okay, I'm going to have to do this. I thought maybe I could write an announcement and put it in the paper, sort of like a birth announcement.
Right. I'm pretty sure going on the lesbian cruise might have been the announcement. It just didn't feel like it at the time.
For the first time in my life, I'm not worried about, what do they know? If they don't know, what would they think if they did know? And to just remove that is a great starting place that I've never had before in my work life.
Creating a culture where everybody feels that they can bring their whole self to work. And I got to tell you, that phrase has been very powerful for me. I first heard it from our Pride group about bringing your whole self to work as a goal, and that makes sense for everyone, whatever community they're part of, so we can reinforce that.
I'm in an administration that has appointed more out gays and lesbians and transgender than at any other time in history, and I'm very proud of it. You know I am. Just remember Helen Keller. She is one of my heroes. Alone, we can do a little, but together we can do so much. And I expect you to take the journey with me and do so much.
So let's continue to dream of a world together where every lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender person on this planet can be out and equal at work and at home. And we can all live our lives with authenticity and integrity by coming home, because there's no place like home. thank you for the work you do every single day, making a difference, changing the world, one cubicle and one workplace at a time. Thank you.